George Washington, the founder and first president of the United States, was the world's first president. Today, let's talk about the dentures used by George Washington. President George Washington had very bad teeth and wore dentures. He was born with weak teeth and had a habit of breaking walnut shells with his teeth. And when he brushed his teeth very hard, which put a lot of strain on his teeth. Washington used to brush his teeth 3 times a day, but at that time, tobacco powder was used as toothpaste, which made the symptoms worse. Because of this, Washington lost teeth from a young age and suffered from toothache. In order to solve this condition of George Washington's teeth, all of his teeth were pulled out and dentures were used. Thus, until the time of his inauguration as the first president, the only remaining tooth was the second premolar on the left lower jaw. Before using dentures, it was said that he could not eat anything except cornbread and soup. His dentures were made of teeth, hippopotamus bones, walrus tusks, and gold. The problem was that these dentures were too big to fit, so his mouth was forced to open, which is why Washington always kept his mouth shut. There are many portraits of Washington, but this is the reason why all of Washington's expressions in the portraits remain with his lips sticking out. In fact, it is rare to find a record that Washington made a long speech. It was deliberately shortened for fear that the dentures would not fit in the mouth and would always come out of the mouth. There are also stories related to the portrait of his last appearance as Washington stepped down from his presidency and spent the rest of his life in his own home. He wore his dentures for too long and his cheeks grew longer. After the dentures were removed, his cheeks sagged so much that the artist had to put cotton in his mouth to paint. The portrait of Washington with cotton in his mouth is different from his previous appearance, and he looks caring. Dental health is equally important to the first president of the United States. The current dentures are made to fit the patient's oral structure, and as long as they are well taken care of, there is no discomfort that George Washington experienced. However, dentures are inevitably uncomfortable during use, and let's keep healthy teeth that do not need to use dentures by paying more attention to oral health.